What if I thought smaller? This was a question I asked myself when creating a new book design system for Penguin Random House in celebration of their 90th anniversary. I'll walk through how I defined the problem, developed my process, and arrived at the final design system, one that's both practical and true to Penguin's heritage. Founded from the 2013 merger of Penguin Books and Random House, Penguin Random House is the world's largest publisher. Penguin, founded in 1935, revolutionized reading with affordable paperbacks and the Penguin Classics series, while Random House, launched in 1928, built a legacy of literary excellence. Together, they now publish tens of thousands of titles annually across genres and formats, employ over 13,000 people, and maintain a dominant global presence that continues to shape modern publishing and culture. In honor of its anniversary, Penguin challenged designers to create a new design system for Penguin Random House that could be applied across a wide range of genres. It had to be versatile, fresh, and yet instantly recognizable to Penguin's existing audience. There were some clear non-negotiables, though. The placement of the logo, the ISBN, and other core branding assets had to stay consistent to ensure cohesion with Penguin's identity. So the real challenge became finding the balance between tradition and innovation, creating something new without losing what makes Penguin, Penguin. Before sketching a single line, I began with research. I looked at previous winners of the Penguin cover design competition to understand what kind of work resonated with the judges and what level of creativity was expected. From there, I dove deeper into Penguin's history, legacy, and visual language, from the original orange and white paperbacks to the modern layouts of Penguin Classics. I also studied the publishing market, comparing how other companies positioned themselves and how their covers appealed to different audiences. Finally, I conducted visual research beyond publishing, studying designers whose work played with typography, minimalism, and storytelling through layout. With all that insight in mind, I created 3 design concepts, each adhering to the exact measurements and technical parameters listed in the brief. Every concept explored different combinations of typography, color, alignment, and imagery, testing how flexible the system could be while staying cohesive. I wanted to push creativity within Penguin's constraints, using the rules as a design challenge rather than a limitation. After evaluating the concepts, I revisited the brief to determine which approach best met the goal of being simple, fresh, and unmistakably Penguin. Given certain limitations, how could I subvert basic elements of some of Penguin's older designs? Instead of going crazy and loud, what integral element of a book cover or Penguin's visual brand would transform the overall piece without completely destroying brand cohesion? The final concept, the one I took forward, was the one I felt would inject freshness without destroying Penguin's unique selling point: familiarity. The final design system takes strong inspiration from classic Penguin layouts, particularly the structure of Penguin Classics, though with several subversions. This system prioritizes ease, legibility, and balance, using negative space generously and a soft, creamy background to allow titles to breathe. Text hierarchy is carefully considered. Size guides the reader's eye while spacing maintains elegance. Each cover also features an emblematic photograph that acts as an entry point into the story, giving every title its own identity while maintaining unity across the collection. A subtle twist on tradition was introduced through the use of serifs, replacing the usual sans serifs to lend the covers a slightly more authoritative and ready-to-read quality. The result is a design system that feels confident, classic, and current without needing to shout for attention. Reflecting on the journey, this project taught me the value of restraint in design. Working within strict brand guidelines can actually sharpen creativity because it forces you to make smarter, more intentional decisions, to rethink the fundamentals in order to produce transformative work. The final system balances Penguin's long-standing identity with a modern sensibility that can evolve with its catalog. If I were to develop it further, I'd explore how the system could adapt digitally, perhaps through e-book covers, interactive previews, or social media formats. Ultimately, the design delivers on the promise of being both simple and fresh, a system that feels timeless, adaptable, and recognizably Penguin.